Well, welcome back. We have certainly gotten our share of rain already this season, but conserving water and keeping it clean are important efforts anytime. And there's some simple things we can all do to keep that in mind as we try to achieve both goals. Here to talk about that today is Jeff Martinka. He's from a group called Sweetwater, and Susan Greenfield is here from Root Pike Wind. Thank you both for being here. Let's talk about water conservation and taking care of our water in general. When we think about us being right there on the Great Lakes, and we have to take care of this valuable resource, what comes to your minds when we start talking about that?
A lot of people don't have a sense that they play a personal role in terms of keeping our waters clean. 90% of our pollution actually comes from stormwater, which is just the water that the rains wash off of our yards, off of our driveways, and onto the streets. And so we're trying hard to get people a sense of empowerment, that they have a role to play to keep our rivers in Lake Michigan cleaner. And
Susan, you brought some props with us as well. This is an example of a rain garden, and I know we have some pictures of those as well. Tell us a little about that.
Well, these are all native plants. Native plants have deep roots, and they're often used in rain gardens because of their ability to filter the water down into the earth, sometimes into the groundwater, and they help hold water there. So as it does get released, it's much slower, it's been filtered, it's much cleaner.
I imagine pretty easy to maintain then, obviously, right? Sort of takes care of itself?
Yeah, a lot easier to maintain actually than a conventional garden, because you don't have to fertilize it, and it doesn't need a whole lot of care, but like all gardens, it needs some weeding.
Sure. Jeff, we have a rain barrel here. Also, tell us how this works.
Yeah.
Sure, it's really simple. It's just a way of trying to get rainwater to be saved after a storm event, and then reused later by the homeowner or by the renter, as they see fit. What we're hoping to do is get as many rain barrels as possible across our metro area. We've got about 1 million now. What that does is that 1 million gallons stored is what I meant. What that does is it reduces the stormwater pollution to our rivers after a major storm event.
Not to mention, then you don't have to use the sprinkler to hit the garden. It just has a cyclical effect.
Right.
And I know cleaning up after ourselves and our pets is also an important component of keeping things clean.
Yeah, absolutely. And we give away pet waste bags to help further that cause. We'll be at events all summer long doing that, as well as offering people a rain barrel that they can participate in a free drawing for that. But getting people really to think about actions they can take in their yards, at their homes, that will help reduce the amount of stormwater pollution that's getting into our waters, because a lot of people don't realize, but stormwater runoff, when it goes into those storm sewers, does not go to a treatment plant. It goes directly
into the
rivers and Lake Michigan.
Well, thank you both for being here. I got to run. We could talk about this all afternoon, but we can't today. If you'd like more information on any of these clean water preservation techniques, go to our website, TMJ4.com, and look for the link under Water Tips. And at 8 minutes before 1 o'clock, here's tonight's primetime.